Okay, so today I am putting the plywood on the roof. Tongue and groove plywood. I've got treated 17mm tongue and groove plywood. I'm all by myself, so I've got to somehow get it up. Enjoy. Okay, so I've dragged Amy in today. I'm putting on the roof. It's a tongue and groove roof, and it's bowing up here. And every time I try to knock it in, it's bowing up because I'm trying to knock it in from one end, and I can't stand on it from the other end to make it go into the groove. So Amy needs to come up here, stand on it, while I try and knock it in from the far end. But we've got Tilly with us, and she loves climbing ladders, so we're trying to keep her in the car, but Amy's taking a little while to get her settled, so hopefully she can sort that out and then we'll get this roof on. Okay, so I finally put down all the ply, got them all joined together, and the next step is to put Butanol over top, so we can't do that until the cladding and windows are up, which is next, so on to painting the cladding now. Okay, so I've had a bit of a setback this week. This is the shadow clad, this is part of the cladding. I'll show you a bit close up. So it's just basically ply, but it's got these grooves in it. And it brings up this cool effect. And once they are usually a dark color, they look quite awesome. These were supposed to be painted a couple of days ago, but they were too damp, so we couldn't paint them. So they've just been drying out for the last couple of days, but they're still a little bit damp. But my cedar arrived today, and this stuff is going to look amazing. See all the different colors and tones? So I've got 156 meters of this stuff. So I've got to paint I've got to stain the back of these before I put them up. We're going to paint these both sides before we put them up, but just the back of the cedar before we put them up, and then once the cedar's up, then we're going to paint that the front side. Okay, so next step before we can put any of this cladding up is that we need to put these windows in, and they were supposed to arrive today, but of course there's always going to be problems. So actually they were supposed to arrive last week, but then they said that they'll push it out until today. But they've only just came in today to do a final measure up. They just wanted to make sure. I think that was a little bit of an excuse, but they should be done by end of next week, which means we can't put up any cladding until these windows are in. So a bit of a halt outside. And the other thing is, I'm getting solar, right? And the crew that I was getting first to do the solar are either a bit busy or just don't want to do it. So I've got this other person on board, and they don't come out to your site. You have to take it to them. So I've got to make this all weatherproof before I can move it. So inside's being held up as well for the first fix, because can't get the solar done until this is all weather tight. But let's have a little tour anyway. So here's our entrance. Gonna have a big door, entrance door there. Now this is where the kitchen is going to be, along there. And then we've got a big sort of like a serving window, and just around here there's a space for our fridge and also a small pull-out pantry, and then storage up the top. Here is the bathroom. So we'll have a cavity slider door. The top bit isn't actually nailed in yet because I need to put the door in first, but we're going to paint that before we put that in. So we've got the shower on the right hand side. On this side will be the vanity, and there will be a washing machine there as well. And then here is going to be a composting toilet. Okay, if we turn around, it's a bit messy in here at the moment, but over here again the kitchen. This wall here will be Tilly's bed. It'll be a Murphy bed, so it'll actually come up like this and then fold down. Our lounge will be over here, and then we'll have cupboards underneath or drawers underneath the lounge. And then our bed is actually going to be on this lift system, so it's actually going to be up in this roof area here during the day, and then at night it'll just lower down over the lounge area. So we'll try to just keep the height of it low as possible. Normally you'd go for a gable roof and then you'd have a loft space up here, but we wanted to keep the height down because we're going to be traveling a lot and didn't want to be top heavy, so we just went for the flat roof, which meant the bed is going to be, you know, pretty much up against the roof during the day, and then it'll just come down when we want to sleep. So yeah, that's a little tour of the tiny home.